Hey, have you ever looked at a world map and wondered, how did people get everywhere? Like there are humans living in every single country on Earth. So how did that happen? Well, the answer is ancient migrations, which is the topic of this episode. Okay, so let's start with a little quiz. Which of these statements about ancient migrations is true? A. Humans migrated from Asia to Africa. Or B. Humans migrated from Africa to Asia. Well, if you guessed B, you're right. Nearly 100,000 years ago, Homo sapiens lived only in Africa. But then, like you saw in the intro, something shifted. Climate changes, curiosity, and the search for survival pushed small bands of people to journey beyond their homeland. These weren't quick trips. These were migrations that lasted for generations. Okay, so what was the first great journey? It was the out-of-Africa migration. Small groups of humans started following rivers and coastlines, moving step by step into the Middle East, then into Asia and Europe. Along the way, they encountered other humans, like the Neanderthals in Europe and the mysterious Denisovans in Asia. Sometimes they competed, but they also exchanged ideas and even genes. In fact, many people today still carry traces of those encounters in their DNA. But the journey didn't stop there. Around 60,000 years ago, humans followed a southern coastal route, eventually reaching Australia. Thousands of years later, during the Ice Age, others crossed the Bering Land Bridge from Siberia into the Americas, opening up an entirely new chapter of human history. So why do these migrations matter? Why not just focus on the history of, say, China or Brazil? Well, because these migrations didn't just change where humans lived, they transformed who we are. They spread languages, tools, fire-making skills, art and culture across continents. And even more importantly, they sparked diversity. The reason we have different traditions, appearances, and ways of life today is because of those ancient journeys. What's truly fascinating is that every one of us carries this story inside. Our DNA is a living map holding the footprints of our ancestors' travels. When we look at ancient migration routes, we're not just studying history, we're tracing the very path that led to us. So next time you see a map of the world, imagine those tiny groups of explorers walking across mountains, deserts, and oceans. They didn't know it at the time, but their journeys would shape the destiny of humankind. And that's the end of part 1. Thanks for watching. If you want to watch part 2, you can click the link in the top right corner. Otherwise, thanks for watching and see you next time.